people have billions of dollars and they're looking for like crazy ideas. That would be something that would force this country to look back upon something I want them to pay attention to, and that's that we were built on the backs of other people. I don't want to focus on that. I want to build a hockey league. But you can create amazing entertainment and competition and just sort of give the finger. That could be our logo possibly. We'll fight it in court. It will get us international attention because of the internet. People could watch our games. We'll download it overnight in like small size HD. You can pick one of the teams. They can be international. Travel, if you do it, becomes the most expensive part.
Well,
that's the thing about leagues.
We'll have charter buses volunteer.
Blimps. It's got to be. It's a whole marketing campaign by a giant international business. We build this insane, beautiful, genius league for you. You buy our products. We'll give you the sports league of the millennium. Period.
Blimstone, the Negro Hockey League. You fucking got it thought out.
Jet zeppelins. Chinese finger torchers that like lower their profile and go 500-600 miles an hour on turbines. Slightly heavier than air. Just for the sake of advertising, but also just for the sake of safe, insane transportation. We have so money, and if we spend it well, we can have crazy, brilliant things.
When you die, will you promise me that you'll volunteer to have your brain frozen and just sliced into those million quadrants, so that they can see what was going on in there?
Yeah, I wish I could.
Was firing.
What if they did it while I was still alive?
Well, it just cuts them off, and then
it just cuts it and it heals. Cuts it and it heals. It's such a fine cut.
Can they put it back?
It's a laser. No, it just re-heals. It's just a cold laser cut through, and the body just heals those cells. It rewires me completely, though. Totally. But in a film, it does. In a film, it does. I can play crazy. I can play a robot. I mean, I'll just be myself and stick with a particular storyline.
I like it, but I think once they start slicing into your brain, that's going to be the end of it.
Oh, ready? Another one. The other league, not just the NHL, the new NHL, is something I used to call 4sport, which was a league where you have excellent athletes who have not made it to the top of any particular sport, but who can play 4 out of the five major sports well, and you get 500 of them. And you audition all over the world, like American Idol, but for sports. Yeah. You let the fans on the show choose. Like, this guy made 10 catches. We showed it to you in 15 seconds. Vote. You want him on the team? Do you want him on the team? Do you want him for like your own city? And you control the team. It's like fantasy. But I was going to call it 4 sports. You have basketball, football, hockey, baseball, whatever the fuck is left. And each player, because I'm pitching it right now. We're trying to make a show.
Keep chilling over there, young man.
But I'm going to name it 4Play.
Go to Los Angeles.
Just keep chilling over there, youngster.
4Play. I was going to name it 4sport.
You even got the name for it already.
It's all philanthropic too. It's just for the sake of crazy entertainment, and I want to be a part of the league via certain bylaws, so I can play on any team I want on any night.
What's the maximum salary on this league?
I can be like, probably 100. I don't know. I'm making it up, but it's not going to be anything ridiculous. It's going to be probably, we'll take room and board and money that goes into savings, and you don't get any of that until you're off the team, like a retirement account. You get either an apartment. No, what? We're going to give you an RV, your own RV, hydrogen electric, driving across the country, looking absolutely insane, and playing equipment that's better and greater than Darth Vader. You never saw Star Wars either, or what? He's saying you never saw Star Wars. He doesn't
He saw Star Wars many times, but he just can't remember.
Never seen it. Hate George Lucas.
I don't love.
You just don't remember.
No, I hate him so much. I would never give him the time of day to watch him.
What about Night?
To me, he's the most toughest fool of all time.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's a good story. It's part of the culture. It's part of what makes our cult sure. What do you think, 4sport or 4Play? For the sake of making money. 4Play? What do you think, Jimmy? 4sport or 4Play?
4Play. It's got to have that catchy title.
We say, like, you can play to win, you can play to get better, you can play to have fun. You have to choose 2 of those. When we say we play to get better and we play to have fun, nobody plays to win. You play as hard as you can in every particular instance. But you're not trying to maximize. If
anybody's offended by the title, that's their problem.
You're not trying to get ugly goals. You're not trying to leech off the hockey gods. You're trying to make amazing plays.
Yeah, and if you shit the bed on one sport, you'll have a chance to make it up the next day.
Well, you can drop one sport. You can drop one sport. It's all about the home team, which they trade players constantly. That's the thing. It's fantasy. Anything that the various cities can work out, these teams can do, and they will actually trade players. They'll just switch apartments in those different cities to save us money in the beginning.
Start tilling the perimeter, dude. You know what I mean? Jelly bean.
What, right here, you don't like that? I need a shovel to make a line.
It's like maybe you punish people financially if they shoot on goal and they don't score. Like that's something that, that punishes them. They have to give like $50
it's a
back,
charity.
and it
It's a
pops
charity.
up on the screen on the internet how much they just fucking lost. You can see it. You don't have to see it.
It's a charity.
But these guys will be playing hard. We'll make it so that they want to play hard. They want to prove us right, and say there's a legitimate possibility that this is the
you don't want
greatest.
any hot dog shots. You don't want any asinine.
You watched the Lakers last night?
Yeah, unfortunately, I did.
All the way to the end?
Yeah.
Oh, I fell asleep. I woke up and I saw Paul Pierce being congratulated at the end of the game.
They got it down to a deuce.
That's
They
what I heard.
ran it down to a deuce.
And then what happened? Then they just then they
Just
just
at that point, fate just takes its
You're right,
hand,
you're
and you're this is a foul when it shouldn't be, or that's not a foul when it should be.
I heard they had
And-
no
and-
fouls on the Lakers.
Oh well, they fucked early in the game. They fucked over the man.
Kobe.
They gave Kobe 2 fouls when he shouldn't have got either one.
Saw those.
Yeah, well
Oh,
that was
no.
it. That was the game right there.
One team has way more fouls than the other. That's okay if it's a small margin, but if it's a huge margin, that's bullshit.
Do you have the right to break down the game in video? Like to take a pass, take 1 second, just put every play that you think is consequential, fucking bridge them together, and just can you get the rights to do that? Like, or would that be impossible?
I think so.
But people are doing it all.
I stopped smoking 15 years ago, but every time I see you, I have a cigarette.
You have to.
No, I don't. But I want to.
Yo, can I build a strong enough little generator where if I wind it up for 10 minutes and let it go, it can light a cigarette? This big.
Absolutely.
My dad says no.
You're going to have to wind it up for 10 minutes.
It's like a little nervous energy generator. Like this, you can build a lighter that's perpetual, and it takes your nervous energy and prepares it. Next time you smoke, as soon as it feels the cigarette on its tip, it spins. You gotta
then you should be able to throw it and it would glide through the air.
It's fucking superconducting for 1/10 of a second.
Flint is a natural element, right? So.
Oh, not flint, like a wire, like a little generator that spins. Like you wind it up, tightly spring loaded, it spins back as a generator, lights a wire.
Get a hot enough coil to light the smoke, sure.
You don't need flint for that, right?
No, you just need a hot coil.
Flint scares me. Like it seems like so much friction. I mean, I like it, but
Flint probably scares you because you're thinking of Flint, Michigan.
And you saw the movie.
Skin Flint, Michigan. Oh yeah.
Isn't that where that Michael Moore's from?
And that's where he filmed the Horror Story.
That's his hometown too.
It's like everybody in the United States. They see films like that and they go, well, the last place I want to live is Flint, Michigan, and the second last place I want to live is Buffalo.
Have you ever seen a movie like that like in any way became anything? Like instead of fucking tearing some shit apart, like you just make a film like this is what I'm gonna do, and it just happens.
That's what he did.
But like did he ever build anything? Does he have his own ideas at all? I mean, I don't mind him. I like the movies.
He's a big farce. Check out how much money he gave to charity in the last.
I know.
years.
I believe that.
He's a big farce.
So if he had done that, but given all of his money to a democracy, to a charity democracy, that would make him more legitimate, right?
I might take him a little more serious if I can see his W-2 form for last year. And I want to see what he made and what he gave to charity.
Okay, what if he started right now and gave away everything? And just lived as a fucking, like a volunteer fucking taking care of employee of a great company.
Then I'm more apt to listen to him.
Why?
Or you're more apt to say he's crazy. Like at least he does something.
Successful and knows what to do with their money.
But
somebody who gives it away.
But he just criticizes
No, I
shit.
hate success.
I think.
Success
Give
I don't
it
know.
away. He's just going to give it to a bunch of bureaucrats
Mm-mm.
that are going to waste your money.
No, it's going to charity where every penny is accounted for. Not like these charities that only give 15% of the money away.
Yeah, but I think charity is like a patch in the crack of the dam that's holding back humanity. I think that it's just.
Yeah, it's a crutch of sorts.
I mean, you just take enough of the edge off that there's zero chance of revolution.
It's hard to tell it to an Ethiopian.
Oh no, of course. That's the thing. That's why it's used against us. They say, listen, not only give to charity, but give as much to revolution, so the charity becomes unnecessary, except in like special or disastrous cases.
Who was the old comic? God rest his soul. Move to water. Who was that? Kent.
Who?
It begins with a K. Kinsey. Who am I thinking of?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, died in a car crash.
Yeah.
I got to stop texting.
That was his big thing. That was his big thing about Africa. He's going, all these people, they're dehydrating in Africa, Africa is a continent. It is surrounded by water. Move to the water! Move to the water! Why stay in the center of the country?
Sam Kinison.
Sam Kinison, God rest his soul. Move to the water, man. Get a desalinization kit going, and get some of that water, desalinate it,
Yeah, but where's
and you'll live forever. That's me.
Powered by what?
Well,
Me.
solar maybe. I
Yeah,
guess.
mirrors, glass, sand.
You gotta
Powered
keep
by
it-
the sand.
You got to keep it on the QT here because the wife's calling.
All right.
What do I got?
Right in there.